Hello dear traders, I'm Anna Kasatkina and you're watching the calendar of the latest financial events from ИнстаФорекс with me, Anna Kasatkina. During the early half of the week, the following market movers will be released. To start with, China will disclose its fourth quarter GDP report. Experts say economic growth has slowed down to 7.2% on a yearly basis and to 1.7% from the third quarter. In July-September, the Chinese GDP grew by 7.3% at the slowest pace since the first quarter of 2009. However, China's government said the growth was within acceptable range. It is worth noting that the country's GDP advanced by 7.5% in the second quarter of 2014. On a quarterly basis, China's economy expanded by 1.9% over July-September period. Then Germany will unveil its ZEW economic sentiment data. Market forecasts suggest the indicator has risen to 39 points in January. December's reading came in at 34.9. According to the ZEW Institute, investor sentiment sharply rose in December, signaling the strengthening of the country's economy. In November, this index was at the level of just 11.5 points. Economists had expected an increase to 18 points. Analysts at the ZEW Economic Institute said that the growth was associated with favorable economic conditions, such as the weak euro and low oil prices. On Wednesday, the US will release its December building permits report. An increase to 1.54 million permits is projected. To compare, building permits slipped in November to 1.035 million, down by 5.2% from the previous month. Meanwhile, analysts had expected a less significant decline to 2.5%. Nevertheless, experts' forecasts are quite optimistic, saying that the housing market will gain momentum in 2015. In case mortgage rates continue falling and wages growth persists, this will support demand for housing and consequently activity in the construction sector. In addition, in the early half of the week, the following reports will be released. On Tuesday, markets will keep close tabs on Chinese industrial production and ZEW economic sentiment in Germany, as well as Canadian manufacturing sales data. On Wednesday, New Zealand will provide its inflation report. Japan's central bank will announce its interest rate decision. Great Britain will release its labour market statistics and the minutes of the latest Bank of England's MPC meeting. The US will publish its housing starts report, and the Bank of Canada will announce its overnight rate decision. And this concludes the latest financial calendar prepared for you by our Insta TV team. See you next week. Bye.